Maximilian Kolbe said, I don't fear death, I fear sin. One of the things that's said in the scriptures over and over again is do not be afraid. And that's right on, spot on. But there are some things we should be afraid of. And, and one is sin. You should be afraid of sin. Maximilian Kolbe said, I don't fear death, I fear sin. And you think about it because that is like the ultimate death. Now, as far as you as a filmmaker, what do you have to be afraid of? I don't know. Not much. You should totally go for it. The whole point of this podcast is to encourage you, not in some kind of blind thing, but like in great hope. And the other thing that you should fear, and it's a holy fear. It's an awe-inspiring fear, not the I'm scared because it's dark. It's just a fear of God and His magnificence and His splendor and how big He is and how nothing compares to Him. Nothing even touches Him with an infinity-foot pole. So what do you have to fear when it comes to your filmmaking? Because He's on your side, right? So that needs to be remembered, who's in your corner. And that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Why would it be easy? Like the sufferings in life are what mold us into the person that we're going to be glad we are. You turn into a virtuous human being through suffering, through difficulties, when things don't go your way. Last night we were just real quick, we were praying the rosary every night. Our family prays the rosary, and the littlest guy, it was his turn. He wanted to do it, but he was just so upset. It was late. He was tired, but he was so upset, even though he wanted to do it. And he's sitting there praying. He's Hail Mary, oh my grace. He's praying, but he's struggling inside. He's struggling so hard with his self and what he wants, his own selfish behavior. It's so funny, but it's like, that's me. That's me inside as I'm praying. All right. I'm struggling with who I am and what I want. But in the end, he kept going, and we have to keep going. And we want to get to the point of, like this great priest told me, you just want to get to the point where you want to do whatever God wants, whatever He wants. And when you get to that point, sky's the limit. It's infinite what can happen, because then you want what God wants. And when He puts something on your heart, you need to follow through, like go through. And I can tell you, I've wasted too much time thinking that someone else should be doing what I should be doing, thinking there's someone better for the task. But in the end, you're the one that's been called. There's a great story of Juan Diego. Like, this was in 1531 in Mexico, and he's an Aztec, and he was like 50. And he used to run. He would take care of his uncle, and he would run like miles every day to go to mass in 1531. So there's no cars, there's no horses. I mean, well, there's horses. Actually, I don't know if there were, because the Spanish had just arrived. He didn't have a horse. He ran. But Mary, Mother of God, said, I want you to have a chapel built here. And she told him basically, there's plenty of people who could do this, but I want you to do it. You're the one. And he was a simple, simple man. And you might feel simple, or you might feel like you're all that. I don't know. But if you do, if you feel like you're all that, then you need to compare yourself to the Lord and realize where your place is, where my place is. And then we can be instruments that he can use. We need hundreds of people just like you making the projects that God is calling them to make. Hundreds of them. That's the way we're going to change the tide. We've got to do it with humble and contrite hearts. So as we start this new year, this is our like 33rd episode of this now. And so we're embarking on our project. I hope you embark on yours. And next time I see you, I hope to see Christ in you.